Welcome to Anglia Car Auctions. Now, the time is fast approaching for our June sale. It's taking place on Saturday and Sunday, the 14th and 15th. And Fred and myself, well, we've been rather busy, haven't we?
It's been non-stop, hasn't it, Guy? We've also had the show at Stoddy, which last weekend, which was a great success, I will say. Lovely to see all of you too, so that's really good. And this weekend, we've also got Sandringham, which is very exciting. So
yeah, Sandringham Pageant of Motoring, so well worth going to.
Do come along to that, so it'd be great to see, and again, a really good selection of cars on offer. One of which we took to Stoddy and also will be taking Sandringham is this lovely Datsun, isn't it, Guy?
It's a real beauty. Now, the shape on these, it's sort of timeless, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Japanese build quality.
Which is what you want.
Yeah.
Yep.
Classic car looks. Bearing in mind this design is now well over 50 years old.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
And it's really well thought out. It's silly little things as well, like Dan actually even mentioned. You've got this little flap which when you have the bonnet up, that lifts up so you can get to the battery. Yeah. Just really well thought out.
No, brilliant. So that's just one of the cars. Now, we're not going to dwell on every car. For those of you that follow us, we will be doing our extensive marathon preview, but this is just a little taster. And also to say, there's just a few slots remaining. So if you've got something, give us a call. We've got some gaps for certain types of cars, so do give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. How about this?
Yeah, lovely DB9. This was driven to the sale by a vendor just a few days ago, actually. I love this interior. If you have a look, I mean, do they call that oxblood?
Oxblood, yeah. Yes.
Oxblood red with that wood on top. Just gorgeous. But so a chap drove it here. He's had it a little time. He's had his fun with it.
I mean, we're guiding this at 18 to 22.
Yeah,
it just looks like such a huge amount of car for the money.
Well, like you said, Guy, I think to be fair, that's sort of like cheaper than a modern Focus, I think now, isn't it? Which is crazy.
Madness. And I'm going to say this, well, obviously we're in Norfolk, the home of Lotus, and this is a really, really well sorted car. It's been part of a collection for a number of years, and it's cracking. It's really had sort of everything done to it, fortune spent on it.
So unusual being in green as well, because obviously you see whites, reds all the time, but it's in this colour combo, really interesting. So that got a bit of attention at Stoddy as well.
Absolutely. So we've got the SL, modern SL, just beside Dan. Dan's behind the camera.
Yeah.
Rolls Royce. Now we've got quite a few Rolls and Bentleys in the sale, which is great to see, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. We've got this Austin as well, which was one of the early ones to us, keenly guided, 2750 to 3750.
Yeah, and the Porsche in front of it. Look at that colour. Now you actually
drove
that back from our vendor the other day, wind in the hair.
Yeah,
motoring.
It was a good day for it. As I say, we picked the right day on that one.
Great colour combination with the exterior and the interior.
Yeah, and I think we've gone 11 to
13
on the guide. So quite
one recorded keeper.
Yeah.
Jag supercharged beside me.
Yeah, no reserve.
No reserve. Now look at this. This is definitely. It was a classic when it was brand new. One of the last Defenders made. So fabulous car. Bright red XJS V12, timeless shape.
I love this Ford Zephyr as well. When this came in, as soon as it came in, I went, wow, that's a really sharp car. That's been done so nicely. I like how that they sort of left the inside original. You know, they haven't overdone it because they're only original ones, aren't they?
Absolutely. But great looking car. Yeah. And I love, you put the key in, you've got the little starter button on your right hand side. Column change gears. Yeah. You really do. It's an experience driving these. They're ever so easy to drive, but you do feel you're properly driving a classic car.
Absolutely. Super, we've got this big old Dodge as well, which a bit of Americana for you.
Yeah, special deluxe.
All that massive chrome work up the front. That's what I love about some of these old American cars, is all that big bright work, which really sets it off.
Not for the shy and retiring.
No. We've got the XJS Jaguar, which is no reserve and a manual as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the 3.6 manual, which is a brilliant combination, I think, on an XJS.
Yeah, And we've got, just in the corner whilst we're here, the Mercedes, the T30 SLK, low mileage, isn't it?
16,000 miles, I think.
16,000 miles, which I think, again, if you're trying to find one for low mileage, you're certainly going to struggle.
Yeah, great colour. We've got this Stag manual overdrive. We love a Stag. They always do quite well. £6,000 to £8,000. And this Bentley, I think this is stonking. Well, the guide, it's certainly stonking value.
Well, what was funny is when this came in, I made a comment of how I was actually really pleasantly surprised how nice it was. Yeah. And then you just told me the estimate earlier. And,
now, we're going to keep you all guessing.
Yes.
We're not going to tell you.
In fact, put in the comments what you think this estimate's going to be. No cheating on it.
Yeah.
Put an estimate that you think this is going to be, and we'll tell you at the end.
Fabulous car. Turbo R, quite a late car as well, about 1995. So you've got the floor change, so they say, more modern gearbox, but brilliant car.
Speaking, staying with the Bentley theme as well, which we've covered this in some earlier videos, this Continental R. I drove this down to Stoddy and this was lovely. In fact, David hitched a ride with me and he was...
He did. Well, I was following you back from Stoddy and I was thinking, do you know what? That does look a very pretty car. Yeah. I was quite envious.
Absolutely, and guide 30 to 35,000. When you think what this car would have been new?
Over £200,000, I think, back in 1995. So, wow.
Crazy.
Great value.
Yeah. We've got a little Ford Pop Special. This one's no reserve. It's a car we've seen before, but it's a no reserve entry, and it'd just be a great little thing for the summer, wouldn't it? Just to potter to the pub in.
Absolutely. Now we've got to mention just two cars over here, both in white. A Lancia Y10. Now, how many of those? You can look it up. How many of those are left in the UK? Brilliant. Italian chic. Now you love a small Italian car. Richard, who does our writing, he came out and said, I really like that Lancia.
Yeah.
You know, it's just cool.
What's funny with these, so it's a bit like if a Fiat Uno and sort of a Fiat Cinquecento kind of merged into one.
You wanted to say mated, didn't you?
Yeah. But I think you can kind of see some elements of all of it. It's that typical Italian quirkiness, which I like. You've even got sort of like a kind of Alcantara on the door cards and on the dash. But yeah, a rare one. Yeah. You're saying about how many are left. I think our vendor was saying on the road, I think there's about 5.
Not many at all.
Yeah.
And for an E-registered car, such a small car, it's even got electric windows.
Yeah.
So they were quite specky.
Yeah.
Something just to watch out for in the sale is this Triumph TR4A IRS. Now, this is offered no reserve, so it's come from long-term ownership. It could be a real bargain.
Yeah, definitely. And Dan, if you just come and have a quick look, as I say.
Oh, steel wings. You know, it's not
steel wings sitting on the wires. I think no reserve entry that's going to get people really excited. Interior looks, as I say, usable, doesn't it? It's all it's all usable. It's a car that you wouldn't be afraid to have a bit of fun with, and yeah, let's say it should do well, shouldn't it? Brilliant. Now, should we just go up here? I don't know how many minutes. We're probably racking up the counter. We're racking it up already. Yeah. So we'll just wander up here. Now, this is something that is truly. I think this already wins the award for the best bonnet ornament. You know, it's got to be this one. So Packard, custom 8. This one with a big bench seat. What an eyeful. Yeah. Sensibly guided. I think we're 5 to 7 on this. Yeah, which is in terms of meters per £1,000. I think this is the bargain. You can't argue value for money, physical value for money. That's, there's a lot there. Presents, little Hillman minx here, two-tone, really bright. Fun little British classic. I think, as I say, you could do a little bit to that and get that looking really sharp, couldn't you, as well? Which, now this Mercedes 107 SL, so it's 300 SL, quite a late car, family owned from new. Incredible. And just 40,000 miles. So this is one to watch. Cracking car and very usable. Yeah. We're just going to have a quick peek over here. As I say, this is just a really brief early preview. This is not a full walk around. We are going to be doing that later. This is literally just a brief preview to show you some of the cars.
So the MG next to you is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. The MGF Trophy. Again, this one, so it's covered around 50,000 miles. I think it's showing it's around 50 or 1,000. But this has also had, say, recent service. And bits and pieces done to it, so no reserve, and so I think that'll be a nice early Saturday entry to get people excited. We've got the TD here, which again, a car at Stoddy that had so much interest.
Beautiful car.
The guide on this is really keen, is it 10 to 12 as the guide. It's had, as well as to say full restoration, it's got the a new ash frame, obviously a wooden ash frame. It's all been done, but yeah, really sorted car, isn't it?
I could see that doing better than the estimate, and if it does, don't worry, because we have another one coming in. So this is a 51 TD. We've actually got a 53 TD that's come in from long-term ownership, not been used for a few years, so we want a few jobs doing to it, but yeah, choice of two in the same colour.
Yes, absolutely.
So a modern classic, Ford Escort RS 2000. Now I think these have been a little bit of a hidden car. Not many people have been sort of waking up to these. They are now, and I think they're a great looking car, fabulous colour, and one to tuck away.
I was going to say, because obviously the predecessors are now have shot up so much, it's good to see these are finally catching suit where they should be.
Absolutely. So how about this for a no reserve entry? The Triumph GT6.
Yeah, quite exciting, no reserve one. GT6s, they always do well, don't they? But this one, as I say, had quite a bit of work done to it. That was one of the first cars here with us actually on site. But yeah, no reserve, exciting. We've got the Mark II XR2, which always popular with people's youth.
That will do well.
Direct from the film company too.
Yep. And as a modern classic, although I say modern, it's 22 years old, this SL500. Now, we have quite a few of these in the sale, but we very rarely get one as good as this. It is done just 13,600 odd miles. Yeah. So really, really great one to use a little and just keep an eye on it.
Yeah, keep it nice. The Citroen, I think stunning. That was Andy's favourite, our lorry driver. He was loving this. These were just so ahead of their time, weren't they?
You know, for 1968, the technology that went in to these cars is phenomenal. They drive like nothing else on the road. Paul, who is the person that does the payments, he's our accountant and general good egg. He actually did just move this. He said, I've always wanted to go. He said, it's just an epic car. There's so many people that for these cars, they're just iconic, aren't they?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm so comfortable. They're just tell me about the Zodiac guy, because that's just arrived with us.
This is a real beauty. I had great fun with Holly yesterday, just doing a fun little short video on it.
Yes.
So what sums this up? Look at the badge bar. So Butlins Car Club. Now registered with the FF in one of the Welsh counties. Okay. Who had this new? You could imagine a rather cool dad and some great family trips out. It's in stunning condition. It really is fabulous. Look at the interior. All retrimmed, door cards, seats. It's a gem.
It's such a nice place to be, isn't it?
And that straight six engine, you get that lovely little burble.
Yeah.
And the wheels set it off so well. They really do suit it. Yeah. Just to say, there's something a little bit special about this.
Definitely. No, I think that would be very very interesting to see on Sunday.
We mustn't forget this, the MGR V8. Now, some would say the last of the real MGs to have been manufactured.
The thing is, though, what's kind of nice about these, because these obviously are a bit more modern to say, like MGB Roadsters, just the standard ones. because they are a bit more modern, they're a bit more usable, bit more comfortable, bit more usable.
4-litre V8, manual gearbox.
Manual gearbox. And I think, so the guide on this one, I think we were...
20 to 22, something like that, 20 to 24. Cracking car. In woodcut green.
Looks the part, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. So I think we're going to call it a wrap just now.
Yep.
We will be back, so do like and subscribe, and then you'll get notified of other videos that are coming out. We'll be doing our epic walk around, and of course the whole auction is streamed live over the internet. So it's not too late to get involved if you've got something to enter. Do just get in touch. Although by the time this video comes out it might be too late, so you may be too late, but do get in touch. But we'd love to see you in Kings Lynn on the weekend of the 14th and 15th. But don't forget, if you can't make that weekend, the Thursday and Friday preceding it, we're open all day for viewings to come and look around the cars, look at the documents, and we'll be here. Might even get you a cup of tea.
There's a promise. We'll join you then.
Take care. God bless.